on the autopilot and swap out the line. Also, one of the lines of the pulleys chafed through. Should have put like a little piece of cloth on it before I put the line on to prevent it from chafing. And since I have the autopilot on, I'm gonna shake out that reef in the main, see if I can get some more speedio.
Some of you might remember that my old mainsail was basically falling into pieces, and I'm sure that you have already noticed that Karl is wearing a fancy new white dress in these last videos. Precision Sails have designed a new mainsail for Karl. It's made from Bainbridge HSX 8.22 sailcloth, and the corners have 6 strips of patches overlapping and sewn individually, and the cross-cut seams are triple stitched. Also, I changed to a loose-footed design and added a third reef to the sail. The sail is made for durability and offshore sailing, so I'm set up to go places if I ever dare to do so in the future. And by customizing the foot and luff curves to my mast and boom, and by maximizing the roach past the leech line, they were able to enlarge the sail area to 25.36 square meters, which is more than a square meter more than my old sail. But enough about the specs of the sail. So far, I'm really happy with the sail. I'm able to point the boat a little higher towards the wind, and we're also going a tiny little bit faster. So I think that's already a pretty good win for Karl and I.
We've been motoring for a while now, so Joanna definitely took the lead again, but Maria now shut off the engine for having some dinner to wait for me and let Karl catch up, which is nice, so we're not so far apart for the night. It's always good to keep each other posted about traffic or things that are happening. Woo, it's rolly! Well, it's pretty calm now. We have a decent swell coming in, but nothing too major. I think we have another 12 hours to go to reach Isla Rica. So tomorrow morning we'll be there. Finally did get some rain during the night. It's So I'm all packed in my rain gear because I still like to be outside. Now it's another 7 miles to go. Current is kicking in, so I'm only doing 3.5 knots. But I can also already see the beautiful island. Well, nearly halfway to Costa Rica. And I think it's time for a coffee. Woo, it's getting rolly. To the anchorage. Joanna is already nearly there. My foot did really good on this passage. It's not hurting at all. I'd done a bunch of yoga the last 2 weeks, especially some balancing stuff for the feet, and I think that helped a lot to strengthen the foot, so that's really good news. It might be a rolly one. Still quite rolly here. But we're just taking a short break anyways. Fix a couple of things and then we're gonna head out again for Costa Rica. Looks nice and rolly over there.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna get a little less as I sneak in.
Yeah, a little less, yeah.
And I guess there's the other anchorage right here, but I don't know if it's any less rolling.
Yeah, last time I was here I checked all 3 anchorages, the one in the north and this one and this one, and this one was the best that, I mean, who's to say?
Yeah, I mean it looks like it'd be good for this one, other than like what comes through the channel, but I think that's all shallow straight setup.
Yeah, at low tide it's a lot better obviously, but at high tide it will have more swell coming through.
Yeah, well we'll check it out.
I'm gonna wait a little bit until I'm in the shadow of the island to hope for a little less swell, and then I'm gonna take the mainsail in. It's a super pretty bay. There's some very beautiful flowers in the trees on the beach. There's palm trees, there's white sand. do have to pay a little bit of a price because it's a bit rolly. But we'll see. It's now pretty much high tide, so I assume that when the tide goes out a little bit, we'll be a bit more protected by the reef that's in front of us. Very beautiful sound surrounding from the brandung, from the reef over there, from the waves making noises. Lots of birds chirping. Very pretty. Very remote, very pretty. Exactly to my liking. Very wild. Beautiful.
Yay! I got my rum bottle.
Me too. I found a really nasty old abuelo rum in my bilge.
Joe's a little more thirsty. One to she, he, and one to me. Woohoo!
Well, one to Carly Parley. Thank you. One for the ocean. Aye. And one to me. Cheers. Here's to us and making it over halfway.
Well, I think it's time to explore this magical wild place and to do a couple of boat repairs before going on our last stretch to Costa Rica. But more about that next time.